Shalom Rainicorns. It is Ellie here, and today's topic. We're going to be discussing positive pack mentality. Okay, and I would like to emphasize. Okay, I gotta wait for that. I would like to emphasize that this information is directly on my business website, so you can visit my website in the About tab. All of the links are in my About tab, okay? So that's where you can find the text that I'm going to show you all today. All right? So get off the page. Why is you on the page? Here we go. Let me do this real quick. Put in the pinned comment right there. And we discuss more things like this in our membership. So you can join our membership. The link is in the pinned comment. Okay. It's up there. Cool. Alright. So I will be reading this to you all. Okay, so in the free group REITs and ETFs on my website, let me see, I gotta sign in real quick. Okay. So this post in the group says, and this is September 18th, okay? Passive paper asset. Okay, so yeah, this is okay. Just for preface, I was live on Instagram earlier, so if you want more like live streams specifically with things that are on my website and stuff like that, then you can go to my Instagram, which is at birddogrealestate. And then my notes today is passive paper assets, commercial REITs and ETFs, positive pack mentality, and evolved groupthink. That was what was in my notes for today. And so this says the live stream is up for 72 hours if you're watching this for the first couple of days. Passive paper assets, commercial REITs and ETFs, positive pack mentality, and evolved groupthink. Real estate is gradual wealth. Earning gradual income, compound interest, appreciation value, depreciation benefits, and net worth gains are how to obtain true wealth. Educating yourself amongst a group of individuals with this mindset assists in your personal and business evolution. Surrounding yourself with those more successful, experienced, and educated provides an evolved perspective and lifestyle pattern. The lifestyle patterns and cycles of those who have achieved your goals differ from your current reality. Real estate professionals contribute to the portfolio of the stock market collected through REITs and ETFs. By investing in these passive paper assets on the stock market, the beginner real estate investor is able to contribute a small amount of their earnings while investing in real estate without property management hassles. Risk management is fairly low, as well as considering the fact that real estate tends to have stable rates. Volatility in real estate tends to be lower than other markets. And so it's a lot of real estate jargon. However, the concept still applies to the fact that when you surround yourself with people, you are directly influenced by that group of people, the way that they think, the way that they behave, their patterns of whatever sort of lifestyle that they have, okay? And so if you are operating on the same vibration as those particular individuals, then you can only expect to have the same results as those individuals. So it is up to you to place yourself into a position of success. I only speak about things like evolution and success on this channel, so I cannot give you advice on how to do the opposite. Because if you're going into a space to be an influence intentionally, that means that you know you're going to go into a lower vibrational space. That is your choice. That is a temporary place to be. That, like, people are in your life for a season or for a reason. You can have people that you're looking up to, that even those can be for a season. It's for a reason, though. People that are looking up to you, you're in their life for a season most of the time. If they are able to evolve as a person, and that is the journey that you were supposed to go on with them, then that's it. However, if they're in a space where y'all are either on the same level now, or they are influencing you in some sort of way, then that's beautiful. So positive pack mentality and evolved groupthink. Okay. When we think about groupthink, we think about a mob of individuals who have a cult-like mentality, who all think the exact same way and pretty much do the same things in life. And that is not where we need to be heading to, as we all are aware of the 5D reality that now exists. So if you exist in the 5D or other dimensions already, you are aware of the fact that we are all individuals, regardless of whether you're spiritual, religious, or whatever you believe in. That is especially true when it comes to how we see things in the matrix, like when it comes to economics, when it comes to business, when it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to family life. And so all this stuff here, you can see it and you can find it on my About tab on my channel. And these are the 2 homeschool kids, and this is the ebook #New Age Investing. So I'm going to read this text right here. Matrix life. We now comprehend how to integrate our spiritual existence with our Matrix 3D lives. By living luxurious, fulfilling lives by pursuing our purpose, we are able to enjoy the Matrix while not being part of the system or being controlled. The love for life and righteous living provides us with our lifestyle that transcends that of the majority. We are the minority. We love what we do and who we manifest with. We see ourselves in each other and build each other up. By doing this, our goals become achievements and stepping stones for more successes. Our private lives are spent growing spiritually in our gardens, farms, waterfront properties, and aircraft vehicles. We are the top percentile of high vibrational beings. We teach and influence others to live through righteousness and love. All praises to the Most High. And so, when you take all that into consideration, it's basically, we figured out the matrix and how to play the game. So it's a matter of, we're not in this, because we have flesh bodies, we're not in a competition with the matrix. It's not about beating the game and crashing the system as the taking those things literally. It is about, I left my coffee. Hold on. I left my coffee. Give me one moment. Hey. Okay, I'm back. And so, when you take into consideration that we are in the business, literally, not a business as far as like profits and losses with cash, money, the energy currency exchange that we have with the matrix. We're not here to beat it and crash it. We're here to develop a new form of existence within it in order to break the negative construct of what it is for ourselves individually. And we also assist others along our path. And this is where a lot of people can get tripped up, right? You think you come across a group of individuals who have the same mentality as you, and they may for the time being. However, as you evolve and you expand on what you already believe in, and it becomes stronger and it becomes more powerful in different ways than what everybody in that particular circle are used to. That is how you know you have evolved past the thinking level of those individuals. Now, does that mean that they are less of individuals when they don't think the same of you as same as you anymore? Not necessarily, unless they are participating in low vibrational behavior. If you've evolved to a point where you're just no longer participating in certain actions and certain things in certain ways of being because they hurt you, they impact you in a negative way, and those people are still doing that, then you have, it's just, it is what it is. You are better than them in that sense. Are you a better person than them? Well, if you're contributing and having a better energy exchange with the universe and with the collective, then yes. People like to misuse what it means to have humility and being humble, and it's like, oh, well, you think you're better than me. Well, I don't necessarily think I'm better than you. I actually am better than you. I am providing help to a lot of people. I am doing what I need to do for myself. I am being the best that I can be for those who I impact on a daily basis, and you're choosing to hurt people. So yeah, it's not that I think I'm better than you. What does God say? Who is God proud of in this particular moment? Who is actually listening to him and implementing the things that Abba is sharing with us? Who is caring for our Earth Mother Goddess? What is Allah saying to us? Are we listening, and are we impacting her in a positive or negative way? Positive pact mentality. Somebody may not believe in 3D printing or certain aspects of new technology. So they may not agree with me when I say that we can use 3D printing technology in order to assist our existence. However, that person still agrees with things like reducing, reusing, recycling, and not littering on the planet. So even though we are not in groupthink as far as our methods all the time 100%, we still have positive pack mentality where we don't have to be so wasteful and live in such a consumerism mindset, use all these resources and then throw them on the ground. We both agree that that is not okay. However, our methods of avoiding that sort of behavior are different, and that is perfectly fine. That is perfectly okay, and that is what we all have to fully realize within this particular type of construct. We have 6 viewers and 6 likes. Greatly appreciate y'all. We are in alignment. And so I would like to emphasize this point that I skipped over. This part says, by contributing to the finances of the portfolio, the average income earning person can invest and earn dividend income through real estate. And so if you're an entrepreneur, an up and coming entrepreneur, and you're sitting up here like, okay, I am hustling so that I can earn money so that I can build my dreams. I don't have the time to buy real estate and get into that business when I'm not passionate about real estate. I don't want to be a landlord. I don't want to be a wholesaler. I don't want to be a house flipper. I don't want to do that. That's perfectly fine. At the end of the day, what my personal belief is, this is me personally because of the way that I see things, everyone should own real estate. Everyone should invest in real estate to some extent, and I will explain that. Horrible Dottie said absolutely. Appreciate you. And so I kind of giggled a little bit because of your name. That's hilarious to me. It's like ironic, or if it's supposed to be. But anyway. So, like I read, the average everyday person can invest in real estate with $100 or less. How is that possible? The average everyday person is able to invest in real estate through passive paper assets. So I'll delve deeper into that. And so the entire point is there's more than one method of doing things. So like I gave in the example, maybe someone doesn't agree with 3D printing. However, they agree with the fact that we need to keep our Earth's surface clean and not indulge in consumerism and littering, right? So while they believe in reducing, reusing, and recycling, I believe in using those recycling methods in order to produce 3D printed items so that those items don't go to waste. Those materials don't go to waste. We can reuse them with 3D printers. And so instead of managing a property yourself, you can invest in someone else's property project. And the foundation of society within this matrix is real estate. Everything involves real estate. Every single thing involves real estate. Why do people complain about taxes too much or so much? Because everybody has to pay taxes. There's property taxes. What are property taxes? You pay for the fact that you exist on a place. Even if you don't live in a society where you pay taxes, what do you have to do? You have to buy the property. There was a currency exchange at some point for some amount of, whether it's finances or a trade-off, or even if it was gifted to someone, there was some form of an energy exchange or currency exchange for that property. Everybody has to live somewhere. Everybody has to work somewhere. So with that in mind, knowing that real estate property is the foundation of society, my personal belief is that everyone should own and or invest in real estate to some extent, because when you invest, you're an owner. Everyone. And you can do it for $100 or less. This is like, even though this is like a future post you'll be able to watch in the future, you know, we have this whole cryptocurrency thing happening. I don't know if we're going to call them dollars or coins or whatever, but from the United States, this is USD from 2023. And so when you take that into consideration, it's like, okay, well, I'm an entrepreneur, or I still work a job and stuff like that, and I don't have the time to put a whole bunch of thousands of dollars into a property and manage it and fix it up and stuff like that. I don't have that. I don't have the energy or time or resources to do that. Okay, you invest in someone else's project. You can do it via syndication or a syndicate form, where you take several thousands of dollars and you're a direct partner and have equity in whatever project it is. Or you can invest on the stock market through real estate ETFs or real estate investment trusts, REITs. A real estate ETF is an exchange traded fund. It's like a conglomerate of real estate or real estate companies where those things invest in the property cash flow itself or the loan on it. So if there's a mortgage, they can make money with the mortgage itself or the absolute cash flow that comes from rental payments from tenants. Horrible Donnie said, especially in Detroit, real estate is booming out here. That's dope. It's dope. And so when you take that into consideration, it's like, okay, so I can invest in real estate with $100, even though I don't own the property outright. But at the same time, risk management is low because there's not high volatility in real estate. You don't have to worry about the stock market going up, the stock market going down. When it comes to real estate shares, it's pretty flatlining and usually always increasing. There isn't huge times when there's going to be a huge crash or even going up super high and you're concerned about capital gains, which most penny stock investors are concerned with. Most stock investors are concerned with capital gains. When we discuss passive paper assets, we're looking at the long term and dividend payments. Even if there was to be a crash where the prices of real estate or that particular portfolio is to go down, then it would go back up. Give it a few years, because your plan is not to sell it off once it gets to a certain point most of the time. Now, if that's your plan, again, that's a long-term plan versus looking at the passive income that you get from dividend payments. Okay? And the way that these particular, I'll say, investment models are formed are based on the long term. So if you're talking about a real estate investment trust, you're talking about at least 1,000 properties for most of the time. According to the SEC, you only need, I think it's 100 units or 100 properties. It's either 100 units, like 100 doors, people who are renting a space, or 100 properties individually. So it depends. I'll have to look that up, but you can do your own research according to the SEC. The ones that I invest in, we're talking thousands, tens of thousands of properties within a single portfolio run under a particular company that is traded on the stock market. Okay? They don't buy in order to make a quick buck. They buy to keep the portfolio, commercial properties and residential. Now, this kind of appears to be like a virtual business meeting. It is not. This is a mindset shift that I'm sharing with the collective. If you would like to have access to our virtual business meetings, you can join the membership. It is pinned in the comment in the live stream, or the link is in the description box of the video, okay? Where we delve deeper into specifics. And so, when you take all that into consideration, are you surrounding yourself with individuals who are able to think on this level and have the comprehension skills in order to create strategies for all of you to do this as a collective? Donnie said, how long have you invested in real estate? So I've been in the real estate investing industry intentionally since 2017. However, I'm an heiress, so I was born into owning properties. Willie Evans says there's a difference between wealth and being rich. Exactly. That's the exact first line in this text. It says real estate is gradual wealth, earning gradual income. That's literally exactly. So if you're looking to get rich, I'm not the person for you. Me personally, this is not the pack mentality that you would like to be a part of. I am about creating generational wealth if you don't have it already, or extending generational wealth, because this is what happens. Some parents are good at creating generational wealth, but they're not good at teaching their children. So that is why I created these homeschool kits, because you could have a parent or a set of parents who are really, really good and they built their business up and they did great, then they pass away, then things are supposed to go to their children, but they can't go to their children, or they're retiring. It can't go to the kids because they just lived off of the fact that their parents worked really hard their whole life, and they were involved in the business to the extent where they could run the company or the investments. So that is why I even created my homeschool kit, specifically this one, teaching about family real estate investing. Because people will hear the term bird dog and be like, oh, well, I don't want to be a bird dog. Okay, well, that's fine. You learn the concept of what it is. You become a wholesaler, and then basically your family is your bird dog team. You have your teenage son go out and drive every day if he's going to school. Every day after school, tell him to drive for 30 minutes to an hour around his school and pick up properties and take down addresses that, those properties will be good leads, right? There you go. That's your 16, 15-year-old son being in business with you. Or you might have a daughter who likes to use social media all the time, and so you tell her to manage the social media page for the family business. And you can get leads that way as well. I'm only speaking from my personal perspective. I have done this for my own family, both for my business when I was married to my ex-husband, and for my parents who are both entrepreneurs. I was their social media manager, and I still do work from time to time. Haven't in a while, because their platforms are set. Like, they have the followers of their network that's necessary for them to be able to post and get interaction. And they have a whole bunch of content available, so if anyone was to come across their social media pages, they'd be able to see, oh, okay, this is what this company does. I'm speaking from my personal perspective, my own experience of what I have done myself and what I've seen other people do with my own eyes. Donnie said appreciation, the information, sister. 100. For sure. You already know. And so, yeah. Are you around individuals who not just speak on this level, but are actually enacting the actions? Okay, I provide actionable steps on this platform. I'm not a person to discuss things and just keep talking and go back and forth with people or debate or do anything like that. That is not what this platform is for. And I notice that individuals who are more conscious or spiritual or woke and things of that nature, they like to do that. This is not a time for us to be discussing things amongst each other, and that is where it stops. A lot of people had to awaken, and that is okay. A lot of people had to get into information, knowledge, and wisdom and have discussions and share perspectives. You can only get so far when all you're doing is sharing perspectives. You got to get out here in the field. You got to get out here and, leave your phone behind a little bit, pick up a laptop or a tablet or iPad or something and really get to work on whatever it is you're intending to achieve. You have to change your circle around. Okay, maybe these people who are more spiritual and high vibrational in the way that they speak about our existence here in this earth plane. At the same time, you got to get around some individuals who have obtained the materialized success in order for you to achieve your goals. Because if you're intending to be a positive impact for the liberation of our people, you cannot continue to be around the people who are not liberated. How do you expect to liberate a people when you're communing with those who are seeking liberation all the time? You have to go amongst the individuals who have already achieved or who are already born into situations where they have no concern about their freedom. That's not always financial either. Maybe someone may have a low financial net worth according to our economy. However, they might live off grid. They may make $10,000 a year. It doesn't matter. They're self-sufficient and they don't need the money because they have the resources. What do we get money and currency for? To buy resources. Those people barter and trade with other homesteaders. They don't need money. If they grow lettuce, spinach, and tomatoes, they can trade those lettuce, spinach, and tomato produce with someone who has squash, strawberries, and blueberries. There is no middleman of money. So sure, they live below the poverty line and they make $10,000 a year. That sounds crazy, right? It doesn't matter. All they pay is maybe property taxes and upkeep on their property, and that's it. That's it. They probably have a well, running water, solar panels, and they have like a filtration system to make sure their water's clean. Well water is usually pretty clean anyway. But yeah, they have that as a resource for having running water, so they don't have to pay the utility company for electricity or water or gas. They may have a natural gas source, or that's what, they may make currency in order to buy that, but that's not a lot of money that they're spending on that. They probably know how to make their own clothes and jewelry so they look the way that they want to look and appear. And they're not concerned about the standards of society because they are self-sufficient. What do they need to care about society's opinions for? The people who care about society's opinions are those who are dependent on society for survival. Those who are independent and self-sufficient do not rely on society for survival. They are reliant on themselves and their community. Positive pack mentality, evolved groupthink. Okay, I'm pretty much done. If you guys have any questions, make sure you comment them. Marie Haircare said hello. Say it again, hello, because period. And Goddess, she's like part of my entrepreneurship network. So this is for people who use Instagram. If you don't use Instagram, don't worry about it. But here's the thing. You get part of a network of individuals. You group people together who have positive pack mentality, right? So I have a group chat for entrepreneurs, and we assist each other with our businesses and social media growth with these algorithms and stuff like that. We interact with each other, and we also provide feedback for somebody's post or their products and different things of that nature. That's what we can do online. Like I said, in these spaces of discussion and, being awakened, they're okay. However, you are to evolve past realizing who you are and seeing it from the perspective of other people. Then you apply that to your actual life in the matrix. At the end of the day, aren't we all still in the matrix to some extent? Even people who are off-gridders, they still exist in the matrix. They just don't participate with the matrix in mainstream society. Hold on. Willie Evans said, well, they pay their portion of the property taxes because each tenant pays their property taxes because we all in it together. Facts. Aloe Marie said, yes, the group is very resourceful. I'm on a hiatus right now, but I'll be back active soon. Don't even worry about it. You do what you do. Because that's why it's there. Because it can be a lot with the social media stuff. And that's the whole reason of having a support group. I remember someone in the group sharing how they're appreciative for the group. I don't want to cry. Stop it. I have a makeup. Okay, hold on. They were saying that they were appreciative for the group in different spaces similar to it because these algorithms can be so difficult to manage. Now, back in the day, like here's what I can appreciate about the algorithm. The algorithm is bringing people back into reality that nothing is owed to you. Not everybody is meant to go viral and be put in front of hundreds of thousands or millions of people because they post something online. So what I can appreciate about these janky algorithms is taking you back to the day. Did you go knock on doors to get clients? Did you ever my family had a photography business, and we used to be a kiosk in the mall where people are walking past and it's like they see you. If not, you make yourself attractive to where you could speak to people and you can sell things to them. It's taking us back in the day, and people get upset about algorithms and this and that. Okay, what you need to do is get your followers up. What you need to do is put in the work intentionally. Are you making sure that your platform is this? Are you making sure your platform is that? Are you interacting with other accounts? Are you interacting with other people? Are you doing that on your own? Or are you relying on an algorithm? So that's why we have our support group. Because that's our network. Positive pack mentality. Don't cry. Stop it. No, because that actually makes me emotional. Like, this is my passion. This is what I'm here for. Like, if y'all read my About tab, that's why it was, like, really weird when I started getting clout and people started knowing who I was, but they didn't know who I was. I've always had the same About tab. Like, my description box has always been the same. I'm a spiritual entrepreneur. I'm spiritual. I'm still a business lady at the end of the day. I'm not here for the games people try to play. Like, that don't make no sense to me. Because why are we here playing on the internet when we can go make some money and change our existence according to the things that we're complaining about on the internet? And so, yeah. If y'all don't have any questions, I'm going to pull some energy real quick, and then I'm going to go. Say she don't like me. Only beef I like steak. Say she want to fight me. They gonna be a lucky day. And I've been listening to a lot of my hometown music, and the rappers in the up and coming artists in my hometown are just the absolute best. Oh, okay. So we got the Ace of Wands. The Nine of Wands. The Ten of Wands. A lot of fire here. A lot of fire and magic. And then the Five of Wands. What's going on? What's all this fire? What's all this fire?
May I have some pie and a cake?
You cannot have pie and a cake. You can have pie.
Why did you say cake?
Get your hand off of there.
I didn't mean to.
Okay, we want pie and what?
Do you want some chips?
Okay, I can get you those after I'm done. Okay, I'm almost done. Did you eat all your apples?
Yeah.
You ate all of them? Okay. Give me a few minutes. I'm almost done, okay? What's going on here, you guys? Because these cards right here are very nice looking. We got a whole bunch of fire, and then we ended it with the King of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck is the King of Chalices. So we done got all this fire, and we got the mastery of the Pentacles of the Earth energy, and the mastery of the flow of the waters. Marine liquidity, fiduciary flow, and if you don't know, check the community tab. Ooh, ah! This makes me so excited. Oh my gosh. So, what I'm taking from this Ace of Wands is like, people can be a beginner and partake in this information in this format, especially someone's a beginner entrepreneur. If someone is a beginner spiritual individual, they would literally have to go back to my beginner videos, like the first ones I was making, as far as making Bible references and giving interpretations of certain scriptures, right? Because saying certain words probably go over a lot of people's heads, so they would have to go back to the absolute basics of taking scripture and interpreting it into everyday life. And then the Nine of Wands, that is, if y'all go back to the Heritage Origin Tarot readings, those were the first like tarot readings I was doing live. That card comes out a lot, and the entity, his name is Anyame, and the African American figure is Caroline Steele Anderson, and she was a doctor who got a very, very high education, and then she went back to underserved communities and started teaching everyone. So I represent a lot of that energy, which is like really awesome. And everybody who is on these platforms in these communities, whether it's entrepreneurship or kingdom entrepreneurship or spiritual information specifically, or like astrology and things like that, we learn high level, whether it's occult knowledge or business investment knowledge, and share it with the masses in a comprehensive way, and whether it's layman's terms or explaining the more advanced terminologies. And we have the Ten of Wands, and usually that is not necessarily a good card. At the same time, I see it as a benefit, because sometimes you can get wrapped up in analysis paralysis, so that groupthink, right, where people continue on the same train of thought without evolving. And so you end up in a space where it's like, okay, I got 10 wands now, I got all these wands, I'm doing good, me and my people are doing good, and then you realize you're stuck in a cycle. You're stuck in a cycle. You're tripping. You don't want to admit to yourself that you're tripping, but you're tripping. And so you got to be real with yourself and be like, gosh, look, okay, hold on, maybe I need to go back to the Five of Wands and just take it back down a notch. So we got the 10 going back down to the 5, because at first you had started at the 1, and then you had the 9. You're thinking you good, and then you got to the 10, and it's like, hold on. I think I got to evolve, so you got to go back. And this is Olokun, the entity Olokun and the chameleon. Got to go back and go be around some different people. I got to blend in for a little while with some different people, because I think I got caught up. I got caught up in this stuff too much. So let me go change. 555 is the angel number of change. Let me go back with a different group of people. Gain my individuality back for myself. You come out on top. Because the thing is, like, people think that you gotta go be successful to stunt on the people that you were in connection with before. That's not what being successful is. You just become successful for yourself. And if the people that you were around feel like you're stunting on them, that proves that they were not good for you. Because if everybody is on the same page, that means that everybody is evolving together to bring each other up. So if you're successful, they should be like, oh, that's great. I'm so glad that we were supporting you. And then you, in turn, support them back, because that's what the whole point was, right? But if they don't have positive pack mentality, they're going to see it as a competition rather than someone successful in their community. Someone that they are in close proximity with, who has achieved a certain level of success. This is material wealth right here. This is pinnacle energy. This is tangible. I can see it. Like, these started off as ideas, ebooks, homeschool kits. Now they're downloadable physical items. Alabari said, yup. They're downloadable physical items that people can apply to their actual lives. Versus just some ideas that I had in my head that I would not have been able to produce had I been around people who just have ideas in their head and talk about them. Sure, there's power of life and death in the tongue. At the same time, if you do not express that particular emotion into the physical realm, you might be a master thinker, but are you a master producer? I don't even be meaning to be this deep sometimes, but the cards are speaking, and I am a vessel. It's just big confirmation for this entire video, and that's what I do the readings for at the end. At the same time, it's just, I love this so much. Like, this is the absolute best. Like, this is, I don't even want to end the video, but I don't have anything else to say. Like, I could just keep pulling cards for another hour just to be specific in certain things. At the same time, that's not what this is for. And so, master thinker, master producer. You have to be both. You cannot just keep having ideas and keep having things that you want to talk about. And then under that, honestly, see, they just keep, these cards just keep speaking. Bro, oh my, this is so much. This is so much. So these are all bottom of the deck cards. So if you do not evolve past the thinking, that's where you create self-sabotage with the Nine of Swords. That's a lot of air energy. You're in your head about everything. You're listening to everybody's opinion except yours. Even if you're not listening to a person, you're listening to negative entities rather than your positive entities. Then the Death card, like, that's even worse than the Ten of Wands, where you just realize some stuff and then you get out of it. And you have to have a whole rebirth rather than just choosing to evolve yourself. Like, you go through circumstances and situations that force you out of the situation you were in so you can become a better individual. And then you're back to square one, but this is level 0 with the full card, and then you're just beginning again all the way, whether you're starting actually from level 0 or you feel like it's level 0 from where you are. And then the next step is number 1, which is the Magician, and then you're like, cool, I mastered this, I mastered that, I mastered that, I mastered that, so now I'm finna alchemize all of my knowledge, wisdom, and experience, and then put it into action, into whatever project I am achieving to succeed in. And then you feel all powerful and good stuff like that. And then back to the Wands energy, you're on the Six of Wands at that point. Remember, we had the Five of Wands here, we had the Five of Wands. And then once you're successful, being around the individuals who are also successful for you to obtain this material wealth and material success, then you're at the Six of Wands, and this is the Envy card. You're look at you riding on lions and stuff like that. Riding on lions, got all these nice ladies, like everybody's partying, everybody's having a good time. It's always a good time, right? And then people hating on you. Because that's the reality of the situation. What did I say earlier with the other cards? This is the bottom of the deck. I'm just pulling cards straight up. Because you have mastered the fire energy. All the ones in the beginning. All the ones of learning. All the ones of beginning something new. You have, not only have you mastered the material wealth, not only have you mastered the thinking and the flow and the emotion of putting things into action, then you have mastered and alchemized all of it. King of Wands. And then you can celebrate after that point the Six of Chalices, the Yumbo Night Fairies. Big Memphis energy. I was trying to figure out why. This is Bessie Smith. She's a recording artist. I was trying to figure out why, like, Memphis artists are coming to my head. Like, this is the Memphis card with the Night Fairies and celebration, happiness, and success. And then you got the Queen of Pentacles. So then you match being a master business person with the fact that you are in alignment with the planet. You have completely mastered being the full duality of the masculine and feminine, of what it means to produce and be part of this matrix without being controlled by the matrix. You've mastered the matrix, therefore you've mastered self and being able to assist in the ascension of the collective. You've mastered helping Mother Gaia. You've mastered assisting with Goddess Allah. And that's the duality of these things. You're able to interact with the matrix without being controlled by the matrix. You're able to be fully in yourself while presenting. You're still being authentically yourself. You can see how they look similar, but it just looks a little bit different. You are yourself fully and wholly, and you have what you present to the matrix. Willie Evans said, I want all to eat, period. And once you completely master the material wealth, you're able to feed everybody. Because when you're in this stage, of the 9 and the 10 ones, like you're at yeah. And you're trying to help everybody, but you realize there's something wrong with this energy. Like you're trying to help everybody eat when you in this stage, going to this stage, but something's off. You cannot assist other people until your cup overfloweth. So when your cup overfloweth, then you're able to share the manifestations that you have presented into the physical realm. I love this. This was such a beautiful reading. Like, this was just a reading. I did the whole video, and just the cards came and confirmed everything. Like, that's... I love it. I love it. Okay. But yeah, if y'all don't have any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and go. This was great talking to you guys. And we're going to be doing a lot more videos like these. As y'all can tell in my other videos, we do have 3 premieres that are coming up very, very soon. And so... you can like those video premieres, so then when they do get published, they will pop up on your main page instead of only in your subscriptions. And you can also click the notification button, so when those are there, it'll pop up in your algorithm, but they'll also pop up in your notifications, so you will not miss them. You'll get the information as quickly as possible, and they can assist in your ascension, whether that's spiritually and as an entrepreneur at the same time. Okay. Alright, Shalom, Rainicorns. This has been Empress here. I will see you in the next one.